Hey, Sterling.
Hey, James. How are you?
Doing well, and yourself?
Doing great. Doing great.
Glad
Leave
to.
it open? Do I close it?
Yeah, you can leave it open. That's fine. We're just going to get it prepped here.
Where's like my key?
Right on the seat's fine. Please. Thank you. What we got for mileage?
It is, let's see, 54,081.
Awesome. Come on in. Jason's just going to put the steering wheel wrap on there. Clean up all the essentials, and we'll get you checked in while he's doing that.
We really had this initiative to protect our clients during this time, and everybody really needs to know what we're doing to protect you, our Porsche clients, who are very important to us. So all of our loaner cars, we're having sanitized. I'm actually Mike Joyce. I'm the collision center director, also the recon director, and I was very impressed by Porsche and their initiative to actually get all their loaner cars cleaned and sanitized to protect the customers that are taking loaner cars in service. And then when the service is done, having the cars sanitized for the customers again. I was very impressed by the level of commitment by the Porsche team here in Warwick. So we're all working here together during this time of need, and we want to show that we really care about our clients.
So with our loaners, every time they get returned, they are 100% sanitized and cleaned. We have a check sheet that our reconditioning department goes through to ensure that it is cleaned to the proper level. And if you look inside, this is the sheet here that we placed in your loaner when you take it home, take it out of the dealership. And other than it's being cleaned, the most important thing that we do is sanitize the inside of the vehicle, and we have a machine that actually is cleaning the vents. This procedure is done every time the vehicle is brought back from a customer. So what we've been doing with the cleaning the cars is one of the major things that we've noticed is that we'd like to do is actually clean out the air vents. So when you're using the heat and the AC, you can feel comfortable using using that function. There's a pneumatic air jet that we've been using that cleans each vent to help with sanitation. It's a service that we're actually going to be offering going forward now that we've been through this process together, and it can only help us, going forward.
The products that we're using a Wagner steam cleaner, industrial steam cleaner. We're using a product from PPG. We were not able to get a lot of cleaning products readily, so we thought outside the box, and because we are obviously the collision center, we have our distributor, which is Color Systems. They have PPG. We're supplied with PPG paint. One of the products that we use to clean the cars before we get to a paint situation is a product called SX103. In essence, what that is an isopropyl alcohol that we cut 3 to 1. All right, we put that in a pump spray bottle, and then when we spray down the entire interior of the car, steam clean it, wipe it down, and then blow it out with the pneumatic air tool, and then clean it again. So that way we're killing any enzymes that are in the car, any bacteria in the car. We use this product because of the fact that all-purpose cleaner has bacteria in it, which only promotes bacteria, it doesn't actually kill it. So that's why we're using the SX103, which we're able to get by the gallon from our paint distributor. So no real issue as far as supply, and we're able to use, we have 6 gallons that we can use about 200 cars to that. So it's very efficient as far as how we can cut it 3 to 1, and it doesn't harm the interior vehicles. Very proud of what we're doing. We have some of the safety techniques that we use and things that protect both our employees and our customers. So this is Cameron, he's my detail director, and he's going to take you through step by step how we use the SX103, the steam, and how we clean your car effectively.
So we start by getting a steamer, and we start by touching all the main touch points. So we steam about 2 inches away to actually get every surface nice and hot. Enough to actually get rid of any germs left on the surface. And once we steam all the touch points, we then go into the vents, and we hit the vents for around 30 seconds, enough so that the steam actually comes out the other side. It'll come down by the feet to make sure that all the steam is actually going through, heating up the insides and pulling and disinfecting the car, where if you have heat or AC running, it actually throw some of those germs at you. So, and then you also hit up all the steering wheel, the shift knob, and including the buttons and light touch of the screen with the chemical applied to a rag. And then from there, you do the headliner and hit all the major points because the headliner is a soft material and lets things flake from it easily. So at that point, you would then vacuum up whatever's left on the ground and give it a nice wipe down with the alcohol, as we would do the entire interior, hitting every point with alcohol, including cracks, crevices, and then lightly on the carpets and mats, and then again on the headliner with a white wipe down with a towel.
Yeah, so these are the products that we're using. They were hard to come by, so we try to make them last as long as possible. So the 3M, the N95s, the 7187 from 3M, we use that for the respirator. Safety glasses, that way we don't have anything going into our eyes. The SX103 and our Wagner steamer. Of course, our gloves. All right, so we use latex gloves. Again, this time we're really now able to get a huge supply, so we're trying to make sure that everything's done as efficiently as possible. We show how important it really is to get all of the germs out of the vehicle. You know, Porsche of Warwick is really doing a great job stepping up and doing each one of their loaner vehicles. You know, we want to thank everybody for your support during this time. We want to support our clients as well. So at the Warwick Collision Center, Pensacola Motor here in Rhode Island, we want to make sure that number one, you're protected, but our employees are protected too. So you'll get a chance to go through our detail department and see that each employee is provided with the safety equipment necessary to make sure they're protected as well. We want to make sure our clients are protected, but at the same time, we're seeing over 100 cars a day that go through our center. So we want to make sure that we duplicate this process multiple times over in terms of employee safety. So gloves, masks, eye protection, that's what's important to us, and making sure that it's a clean environment, not just during this time, during all the time. So this is something that we do on a daily basis. Just right now, we think it's a very important initiative to make sure that we talk to our clients, talk to our service departments about how important this issue is, and we're very honored to be the first line of defense as far as protecting you when the car goes back to you. So we thank you very much during this time as well.